Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I'd like to echo the comments from all of the speakers who have spoken before me to the Premier's motion, and without repeating the same comments, wholeheartedly support them, and I'm sure those that will contribute after my small contribution. Western Queensland is still facing an unfolding disaster. We are talking recovery in some places, but there's an unfolding disaster with water still peaking in the Thomson, in the upper parts of the Cooper Creek catchment, and considerable water still flowing in the Barcoo through rainfall in the last 24 hours. Last Wednesday night it became apparent, however, that this was not just going to be an ordinary Western Queensland flood, with the Vergemont channels right through to the Barcoo and Ada Vale all receiving torrential rain on top of already sodden paddocks. We've seen whole communities evacuated and partial communities evacuated, whole homesteads evacuated and partial homesteads evacuated. Today, in Longreach, with the Premier and the Ministers for Primary Industries and Water and Local Government, we also met with town community members from Junda, like Bob, an opal miner. He's got a full understanding of what's happened to his house, but we've got no access back into that community for him to return. The community of Junda, through the leadership of the Barcoo Shire Council and the Mayor and CEO there, have not only got a rural agricultural crisis on their hands, but the recovery of power, water, sewerage, and then the cleaning of individual private dwellings. This is replicated in Ada Vale, where I met with Ray on a couple of nights, who not only are community services gone, but their own private services and their pets, as I talked about yesterday. The government, working in partnership with private industry, and the member for Warrego singled out the chopper pilots, and I'd like to pay special mention to Bob and Andrea Speed at Retreat Station near Junda, who have been a base outside of Junda, given the community struggle there, for up to 6 helicopters. And they're providing feed and a base for Avgas, all off their own volition. Retreat's a station off the grid. Solar panels went underwater. They're running on generators and housing dozens of helicopter pilots. So are Shane and Lauren at Channel Country Heli at Quilpie. Whilst they're back on power, they've a dozen helicopter pilots. So those helicopter pilots are at the front line of our emergency response, along with their SES and Ergon workers. We will stand with them as the communities of the Central West and the South West rebuild, but it is a long, long road.